Welcome to episode number
76.
That is correct. You are on it every single time. This is our third installment. We've been talking about the alchemical qualities for success. We talked about resilience. What's the simple definition of resilience, Bersbeh?
It's to keep going.
To keep going. I like to say the ability to get knocked down and get back up. Same thing. Keep going. What happens when life knocks you down?
Get back up.
And you keep going. And the second one we talked about is utilization. And as a recap on utilization, what does that mean, Bersbeh?
Utilization is to utilize what you've learned.
Well, it's also to utilize your adversity. It's to make everything work for you versus against you. And that brings us to the one that you say is your favorite one, Bersbeh.
Delayed gratification.
Why is delayed gratification your favorite
Because it's
quality?
the best.
Okay. Can you be more specific on why specifically it's the best?
Because you savor it. It's delayed gratification.
You see that? You savor it. Okay, but that doesn't explain why is that so much a favorite
Because
for you?
I like to, it's almost like a reward system, you know?
It is, you're right.
And let's say, I'll use a mundane example.
Okay.
End of the week, we have Friday nights, which are movie nights.
Movie nights. Well, not as much as they used to be.
not like
documentary night.
it's more like podcast night.
Podcast night. Okay, go ahead.
So then I choose the podcast episode that we're going to watch, and I also choose.
We usually choose our own. No, we don't. I'm kidding.
No, we don't. Wow. That would be really bad.
That'd be bad. It would be bad. So anyway, continue.
So
You choose the podcast.
right. So I choose a podcast, and then I choose the meal we're gonna have that evening. And that meal, I call it the cheat meal, but it's really not a cheat meal anymore. We eat so clean, I don't even know what cheat is.
Cheat meal might mean it has cranberries in the salad.
Or raisins.
Or raisins, you know.
It's good.
Versus just avocado. So
That's right.
yeah, but that's real pleasurable, I should say, for you.
Pleasure, yes. So then I start planning this on Monday.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
Today is Tuesday. She already knows what our meal is for Friday night.
That's right.
Gotta love her.
And what we're going to watch. So, and the reason for that is because we do it once a week. And I like for it to be really good and pleasurable. So in between now and Friday, I get as many things as I can get done, work-wise, workout-wise, everything-wise, clean-wise. I like everything
Relationship-wise.
Yeah, I like everything tidy and cleaned up. And then I'm like,
There's like a crescendo up to this.
Enjoy
this big salad with cranberries.
my 2 hours of
podcast. Do you think that you're typical in liking delayed gratification in today's world, Bersbeh?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. You know, we work
People
with
want it right now.
Right now, yesterday. We work with far too many people who are looking for fast fame, simple success, quick fix gimmicks. But let us promise you, those strategies don't work.
No.
Not if you're going to do great work. If you're going to do great work, it takes a great amount of what? Time.
Oh, for sure.
And it takes sacrifice. That's not a popular word for most people. But you must be willing to sacrifice your current comfort. And Bersbeh just kind of described that in a mundane fashion. You sacrifice your current comfort for a future greater comfort. That's delayed gratification. You sacrifice, it's alchemy. You sacrifice something of low value for something of
higher value.
Greater value. That's right. You know, you've maybe heard us say before, but it bears repeating. We like the word sacrifice, even though most people don't. But when you trace the etymology back to its origins of what sacrifice truly means, how's it defined, Versa?
It means to make something sacred.
To make it sacred. And so what you're literally doing when you're sacrificing through delayed gratification is you're laying on the altar of life something of a lesser value in exchange
For something of a higher value.
for something of a higher value. You know,
I'm not quite sure what the higher value of the on the couch 2-hour podcast.
Well, I'll give you another opportunity to give maybe a better example, but no, it made the point. It's holding a vision. You know, to hold a vision for your life is holding an image of a better future. And to accomplish any vision, you have to give up something in the present. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
To accomplish anything, you have to give up something in the present. Let's be clear. Whether you like the concept of sacrifice or not, will you sacrifice, Bersbeh?
My middle name is Sacrifice.
I'm talking about people in general, not you. You're like up there, but or out there.
Out there is more like it.
Yeah, but will everyone sacrifice, whether they like the idea of sacrifice?
Yeah, everybody
or not?
sacrifices something.
That's right. If you're unwilling to sacrifice something currently for your future vision, what will be the sacrifice?
Is your vision.
Your future vision. If you won't sacrifice something now for something in the future, then that thing in the future will be the sacrifice. I hope that makes sense to you.
Your life will be the sacrifice.
Your life, your fulfillment, you'll have a tremendous amount of regret because you were unwilling to sacrifice something short-term for something long-term. You know, delayed gratification, I agree with Bersbeh. Delayed gratification is always the greatest gratification because in her words it's like,
It's tasty.
all of her metaphors come in the form of food, but it's once you achieve a vision, it's just this great feeling. I paid the price. You know, I've achieved it. I've done the work. I've earned it. I deserve it. It didn't come easy. You know, here's a great example for me. Several years ago, I climbed the highest peak in Peru. It's called Salcantay. It's 17,000 feet. And according to the shamanic traditions in Peru, you meet your higher self at the top of Salcantay. And so, boy, I was all in. Well, I got to tell you, the delayed gratification in summiting that peak was very difficult. I couldn't breathe. The air is extremely thin at altitude. I'm sleeping on glaciers in a pup tent. You know, I wake up in the morning and my sleeping bag has an inch of snow on my toes, and my toes are frozen, and my legs are cramping because of lack of oxygen, and I'm physically exhausted. And yet I continue to sacrifice. What do you do when it just hurts so bad and you want to quit? You just keep climbing one step at a time. And when I summited Salcantay, which I did, you know, it was that delayed gratification was immense. It was so beautiful and it was so gorgeous. But what I remembered is that all that it took for me to get there, all the commitment, all the pain, all the sacrifice it took for me to get there made it what it was. If someone would have dropped me there with a helicopter, it still would have been a beautiful view, but it wouldn't have been even close to the same. And that to me is one example of delayed gratification. Do you have another one besides your
I thought
Friday
my
night
food
salad?
was pretty
You're
good.
gonna stay with that one?
Yeah, it's pretty
okay.
good.
We'll let you stay with that one. Here at the end of the day, to practice alchemy, to transmute something of low value into something of high value, you have to be willing to sacrifice for your dreams, your vision, your greatness, however you define that. Greatness can be defined as a business. It can be defined as a great mom. It doesn't matter. It's how you define it. You have to be willing to sacrifice for your dreams, vision, and greatness. In this way, and in this way only, do you transmute short-term pain into long-term gain. hopefully that gives you something to think about and to consider, and most importantly, act upon. Become an alchemist. Thank you so much for a couple of moments of your day. God bless. We'll talk to you really soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.